Thank you, Madam Speaker. I stand today in strong support of this bill. Connecticut is home to 15 billionaires. Since 2017, their collective worth has grown by 62%, or $32 million. Meanwhile, we have more than 75,000 children and roughly 41,000 seniors living in poverty right here in Connecticut. These are our children, our veterans, and the disabled. They're our friends, they're our neighbors, and they're our constituents. I could stand up here and lecture the chamber about the immorality of our state's wealth gap. I could stand up here and rail against the federal government shutting down essential services like LIHEAP and SNAP. And I could stand up here and recite findings from studies that showed that during COVID, programs such as tax credits and stimulus checks reduced child poverty by more than half. But what we need to understand is that our growing wealth gap is hurting our state's economic growth. Poverty, simply put, reduces the options for those struggling to get by. A person living in poverty has limited options for upward economic mobility, limits their options to invest in their futures and their children's futures. This bill will create a working group that will take a deep dive to look at the systematic causes of poverty and the barriers that keep people trapped in a cycle of poverty. The study group will identify ways we can help our low and middle income constituents deal with financial bumps in the road. It will help them to find ways to save money, build generational wealth, and help form more options for our constituents. Options to become entrepreneurs, to escape poverty, and to contribute to our communities. These programs work. Not only that, they make good economic sense. For every dollar we invest in anti-poverty programs, we get $1.35 returned back to our communities. I challenge anybody to find an investment program that has that kind of return on investments. I urge everybody in this chamber to invest in our constituents, invest in our state, and support the passage of this bill. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Thank you.